dog. When it's in the community, go, oh no, it's not my problem. It's not my problem.
Muslims are not.
These men are around you.
Are you aware?
You were standing there. You
come over here. Don't worry.
Are you aware that
treat this woman with respect?
No, don't talk to them because they just want trouble, man.
Did you watch?
I take part one. I said it wasn't that.
Did you watch the entire video? Well, which video did you watch? On what channel? So you haven't watched the entire video?
Well, I watched her entire rendition of it.
Okay. Then what you should have done, you should have done a bit more research.
No, because I saw you there, ganging up on her, screaming in her
so
face,
you've seen snippets?
harassing her. No, I've seen the video with you. Stop trying to judge it. Stop trying to judge it, mate. You're a grown man. Take responsibility for your actions. Sam. You've spoken before.
Nice to meet you, Sam.
Nice to meet you.
The entire video can be found on Ali Dawah's channel. I want you to go and watch and see how I defended her. Wait, let me finish. No, you made a claim. No. She was there for a reason. Wait. Let me respond.
She was walking through.
Let me respond to it, please. Let me. I was there. Let me respond.
I don't like it. You're today,
Okay. Let me respond to.
Because I only say something back in retaliation.
I was
don't mean it. I'm not going to walk past.
What's happening?
I said to you, you don't want to take back what you said.
Okay.
Because what happened is because
She
just out of curiosity, if you surrounded as men, if you and 30 other men surrounded a woman and wouldn't let her leave, what is that?
Right. And then he starts laughing off to me saying, what you do, what you do.
Oh, forget about them, man.
I want you to go and watch. I want you to go and watch the entire video on Ali Dawah's channel.
So I'm doing the right thing.
I'm going to tell you what happened.
Oh, don't worry. Come in. Say your piece, Dad, Rashid.
You haven't watched. Try and duck in and out of it. I have watched it. I saw you a mug on the screen. People around you, your Muslim brothers, calling her a dog and not letting her leave.
Have you watched the entire video?
I've watched the video with you and your friends.
Say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. How long was that video? The one you watched?
It was like 5 or 6 minutes.
So you haven't watched the entire video?
What, did you continue to harass her?
No.
Oh, Banshee! It's still going on. It's still going on.
Let's have a conversation. I'm not buying your bullshit.
Any sincere person would say to me, okay, where is the entire video? I would like to watch it.
Any sincere person would show a woman respect. They wouldn't treat them the way.
Like this lady here, where you abused a couple of weeks ago, 3 months ago, calling her drunk, mentally ill.
You guys have resorted to his insults. And kids are being killed.
What's that?
Are you hearing things?
You said that he hadn't said anything.
There's a video online, that this young lady, Suzele, was confronting Adnan Rashid with Steve, and Steve was there, and he was accusing her of being mentally ill. Saeed was saying, oh, this woman's deranged, oh, she's drunk, she's that, and they're all laughing at her. Yeah?
Standing in Hyde Park.
Oh, we can't remember what he did last month.
What did I say? Were you
Oh
drunk on
my
that
God,
day?
I'm sure he's got Alzheimer's. I don't know, man, maybe.
What? I was like drunk. No, I showed you a video.
Are you don't want to talk to me anymore? You don't want to talk to me anymore? You don't want to talk to me anymore? If I called her drunk, okay, because I've called soccer channel's cameraman, I smelled booze on him. Okay, it was so strong that I couldn't stand next to him. Right? So if he's drunk, he's drunk. So what's wrong with that? If I felt she was drunk, then she's drunk.
Let's backtrack.
Not felt. If I smelled booze on her, then
we backtrack a little bit. So first of all, what country are you in?
I'm in Britain.
You're in Britain. Is alcohol legal in Britain? So if she's had a drink, it doesn't mean that she's drunk. So you can't call her a drunk first and foremost. If she's had a drink, she's more than willing to do that.
What's in there? It's not alcohol, is it? I better take it off you. Oh no. She's out of her head again.
I can say that.
I'm joking.
If someone's drunk, they're drunk.
If they've had a
someone's
drink,
drunk,
it
they're
doesn't
drunk.
mean that they're drunk.
So, calling someone drunk is not necessarily an insult.
It's not an insult.
I don't want to talk to you because you're drunk. That means you're drunk. You're not in your right senses.
Is this like
talk to you. Yeah, that's
Oh, did he get onto his thingy?
You see,
nah.
in everything
Famous.
Yeah, that's how you see me. I cannot help that. If someone.
Oh, I'm not worthy. I hate Trump though. So.
That's how they are.
I've got mixed feelings because I don't like Trump.
One drink. There's a difference between having one drink and being.
Okay,
how did that happen?
By the way, on that day,
is that Photoshop?
Mentally ill.
Well, that's going to trigger a lot of people.
I think she is.
It's because of me. Last week's video. They saw it. I was with you.
He DM'd me about you. He wanted to know what was going on with you and Adnan.
Oh yeah. Tell him that I'm saving the UK.
if someone,
Is that real though? Why did he put it up? Is that on his Twitter?
I didn't want to wait till it's still going on.
I can't believe it. It's like Groundhog Day. I know.
I can have an opinion on you.
Did you upload it?
No problem. Have 10 opinions on me. I have no problem with that. There are all sorts of people who have opinions on me. Now coming to Katie Hopkins.
Islam is a mental health issue.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's your opinion.
Oh no!
Believe that there was a man in the sky that delivered the perfect way to live one's life.
He's an atheist though, so he doesn't believe.
Allah. Whatever.
Allah is not a man. Anyway,
what is it?
That shows how.
What is it?
That shows how much you know about us.
So what is it?
Now,
Woman?
you want to talk to me about Katie Hopkins?
Let me have a look again.
Can we stick to one topic?
Oh no! Where is that? Where's that little? Let's touch him. Is he real? Is he a real person? Look, he's so smug now. He's like everyone's.
Subscribe to the Security advocacy.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of heat for this.
Security, we've got a breach.
The Jews do run the world. They did. They watched that video. The Jews do run the world. Big up though, big up. That's a big achievement. Man.
Talk about the way I treat women, or the way we treat women, or the way Muslims treat women.
I think the way that you treat women and Muslims treat women is part and parcel.
If you have a problem with my treatment of women, then that's your opinion. That's your opinion. Have you watched all my conversations in the park with ladies? I had. Okay. Then don't have an opinion on me unless you watch all my videos.
The Suzele's phone's cracked.
Okay. Then don't have an opinion. Okay. So I spoke to a lady. I spoke to a lady in the park a couple of weeks ago, and that conversation went on for nearly an hour. We had a perfectly respectful.
I think you should say your piece though.
She was very dignified, and we had a dignified.
Well, just jump on there over there.
Someone is coming to me trying to spit on me.
So,
drunk,
the two
not even
areas that get
right senses. What do you want me to do? Talk to them? How do you know?
Well, ask. Was you drunk? Was you drunk that day? Answer the claims.
the terror connections they've had and things like that. So my channels are
How about not turn your back on her?
get out the house.
Show her some respect and dignity.
I don't want to speak to her.
You said that you
It's my
treat her with
choice.
dignity.
It's my
Are you treating her
and
with
I
dignity
am
right now?
treating her with
You're not. You've got
respect
your back-
because I don't want to speak to her. That's my choice. Did you want to talk to me about the way
Historically,
now that it's clear, you don't know.
And this is exactly what happened with the Katie Hopkins thing. You have this guy here, and then all of his little stupid Muslim minions coming and defending him like that because he can't.
Katie Hopkins is a bit of a bitch though, not gonna lie. Sorry, I know you're not gonna like that.
Is Islam a race? Answer the question. You're not hiding Islam a race.
You are
Islam a race. Is Islam a race?
You are a racist.
Is Islam a race? Islam is a race.
Can I respond?
Is Islam
Oh no, it's got to the racist so quick. Oh, is that 5 minutes before racist was called out?
You are racist.
I'm Islamophobic. Get it right.
Oh
You
no.
are Islamophobic because you are racist.
No, I'm not racist. How am I racist? I think your Muslim minions are defending him.
Why are you Islamophobic? I mean, this is the first time I'm actually meeting someone who is brave enough to admit that he's an Islamophobe. Okay, good. Now we're talking. Why are you Islamophobic?
Because I think that an ideology that says that you should throw gays off buildings or off cliffs is wrong. I think that where women are separated. No.
Hold up.
One by one. Show me where Islam says.
Throw them from the highest highest mountain.
Now we're talking.
They said throw them from the highest mountain.
Show me.
It does say that. From the highest mountain.
You want Raj
Yeah.
to tell you about Islam?
Oh no.
Show me.
We just told you. Throw them from the highest mountain you can find.
Evidence. I'm talking to you in front of 6 cameras. Evidence. Show me where.
Takia.
Okay,
This is it.
prove me wrong.
You just go.
Prove me wrong. Prove it. Takia.
You can't just
How
say
is it Takia? When there are 6 cameras, and I'm asking you to show me the evidence. The evidence. How is Takia?
He's not a Shia. He's not a Shia. I'm only joking. Big up to the
Where is
Shias.
the
I'm only
evidence?
joking. I'm only
Show me
joking.
evidence.
Okay.
Evidence. Do you have evidence?
Go on.
Let's talk about the Sultan of Brunei. What happened earlier on this year was the Sultan of Brunei. What did he pick up? Sharia law and more. If
anything, where's your respect now? Telling me about respect. Telling me about
me with any respect. You're not
How
treating
did I
me with any
disrespect
respect.
you? How did I disrespect
All
you?
these guys heckling me.
They are not me.
How is it disrespectful? Because you're asking, no, because I'm here, okay, to talk, okay, not to be quiet. How is he disrespecting you when he's asking for evidence? No. How is he disrespecting you? Forget about the whole thing. Forget about the whole thing. How is he disrespecting you when he's asking you about asking for evidence?
These guys are. I'm trying to be my evidence. I was going to talk to that.
Let him give. Let him give the evidence. I'm more interested in the conversation.
You've actually enabled more dangerous way. It's quite interesting. I get crucified.
Right? Okay.
Come on. Yeah, she's getting a fist at last.
Anything you think I'm
Such a
what's the point of talking?
He just moved the package as an investment.
At least, sorry, sister, wait, trying to have a conversation. Okay.
Multiple big protests.
Sam,
And
your name is Sam,
millions of followers, a million followers. Right?
Sam,
And
I'm
if
sure
you then take that away,
Yeah, what time are you going to be there, Tom?
it was almost
I
like the
want
ISIS
to-
thing
Let's
in
have a
in Syria and Iraq. It's like when you take out one dictator,
You are
like
making
Saddam Hussein,
Yeah.
what comes up next is even worse.
this is Britain, it's a free
And
society.
that
You
could be
make
happening
things.
with the right here, which is a really
What I would like for you,
Alright, so I'll get there for 8.
when you make please,
Woodford or South?
when I make a claim, ask me for
I'll get there for
evidence.
8:30.
No, you said Islam. You said in Sharia.
Yeah.
You made a claim.
anti-Semitism.
I am Islamophobic.
Yeah, I'm not going to stay long anyway. I'll be like 25
I would say most violent neo-Nazis.
Yeah, I'll eat and stuff.
Sultan of Brunei is not Islam.
Anyway,
No,
I'll
Sultan of Brunei is not Islam. So what about Iran? What about ISIS? Is ISIS Islam? Is ISIS Islam?
Germany,
You could point. Why don't you point to ISIS then?
isn't real. Like if you look at
Well, ISIS, they were doing a lot of crazy things. Wait, brother, you have to
it could be Nazis, it could be many.
Sorry,
Like,
man.
that's like there was raised.
Don't get yourself in trouble. This one's so innocent. You shouldn't be here, man. You're always getting in trouble.
You're never prepared.
Oh, I'm paid as well. Where's the money?
Do you have any evidence?
Where's the money that you said I've been paid for 2 years? I want the money.
He doesn't have any evidence.
I've been told I've been paid for 2 years. I haven't got a single penny from this.
You're going to come next week with evidence and leave it. No, you're not.
I don't make no money from YouTube. It's been demonetized. Seriously.
With not one jot of evidence. Ever.
I'm not like Raspik. I don't ask for PayPal.
Let's finish your conversation.
I'm not a Raspik.
So it's clear that currently your knowledge in Islam is very limited.
Yeah.
It's not as it should be. Before you become Islamophobic, my point.
Oh, Islamophobic again.
Before you become
Any criticism of Islam is Islamophobic.
Islam, in order for you
Oh
to
my
actually
God.
hate it, right? When you
We just
sometimes-
watch you.
This is why
We observe you. That's all we
Islamophobia
need
is
to do.
irrational behavior. It's what I was trying
apparently you're a
irrational
representative.
fear of Islam.
What about kufarophobia?
Your case is
Kufarophobia, that exists.
I'm done with you.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. You'll see me a lot. I'll be the biggest speaker whenever you're chatting. I'll be doing a little bit of voice throwing over there. And over there.
Neither does Islamophobia, you see, boys.
So your fear is not
It's a word you made up, I've just made up another word. Should we make up some woolly blue hatterphobe? I'm one of those as well. There's another one I've just made up.
Where is it?
I've got it on my desk, I've got it on my computer, I've got a Quran as well. I'll bring it next week.
You know, there's an audio clip of Saeed saying that when he heard ISIS mob singing, that he wants to put on a vest and carry an AK-47. That's how it rolled. I swear.
Saeed.
I actually heard it. Yeah.
Saeed's still walking the streets.
I actually heard it. I actually heard it myself.
Surely he shouldn't be walking
But
the
I can't find the recording. But Kia, what you found it?
If Iranians are doing it,
So it's found.
Yeah, it's found. Yeah, he's got it.
Found and saved.
so there is something you may be missing.
I've got the Kurds.
We fought ISIS.
They got the
We
Kurds.
defeated
Kurds
them.
are beasts, man. I know.
ISIS, they're so stupid. You know when the forces
Have you lived there?
catch one ISIS, he had a spoon and fork in his pocket. And he said, why you carry this spoon and so fork?
Okay. Okay.
I want
So,
to be martyred to join my
how
fellows
did you
in the
forget about your
paradise to eat with them.
How,
Yeah, but the Kurds.
And what did the Kurds say? That they offer said, boom, boom, boom. He said, go and cook.
Have you seen the Kurdish women fighting ISIS?
That's really.
Have you seen it? Whole battalions of women like
You have to be fair
Yeah,
about the faith.
dude, I'm not. No, first of all,
These people, they
what did he say? He said to me, "Yo, I don't like." I said, "I don't like certain versions."
no, we're leading
I didn't say Islam, so I don't like the extremist. What do you call the version? There's certain versions like Sufism and more.
I'm asking a question.
Say the Sunni version, which is more. Let's just say moderate. I have no issue. I don't care if you
So
want to
freedom
follow.
to you
I
is
don't care
what
if you want to
West
follow.
allows,
You see, bro,
right?
if you're
Right?
West London.
So,
West,
so you are prejudiced against those cultures that do not allow Western
this
freedom,
guy,
right?
he just say, sorry. Say,
We have freedom. We Muslims have freedom. We have our own conception of
He's an
freedom.
atheist.
We have our own conception.
No,
Of
he
course.
says, I'm
Yes.
Muslim.
Yes.
I'm saying-
Absolutely.
Why?
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. What is freedom of speech?
Three examples. Freedom of expression.
Which is what?
You have to do it. If I'm saying I'm Christian,
If I want to be
I have
gay,
study Christianity.
No, I agree
And
with you.
Muslim, yes. If I want to be, yes. Yes.
But I think he's a-
yes.
Going about the
Yes.
ISIS.
Is he an atheist or?
If I want to be gay at home, wait.
people.
If I want to
He's allowed outside.
But the Kurds have been screwed over
as
again.
long as
Freedom of choice.
You people have kind of
They
bad
the
one.
West. West
Can you
America.
eat whatever you want to eat?
yes.
You've done for you. Back to
Yes,
the defeated
in
ISIS alone.
in a state governed, absolutely Christians can eat pork, and no so can Muslims. They can eat pork. They're sinning against God. They're sinning against God.
Of course, my
You have to understand
ISIS.
something.
2001.
That people are free to do what they want in a state governed by
They
Islam.
don't surely in the
do
They're
what
West.
they
Muslim
want
though.
to
Why are they
do.
enslaving Muslims?
With limits.
Can they do that?
Because you should see this.
Against Allah. Can you criticize?
Oh, I get it. Oh, they're not. Okay.
Non-Muslims.
So the Kurds are much more inclusive because you can have Christian Kurds.
It is
We
illegal.
have
It is
Christian
illegal for Muslims
Kurds,
to blaspheme
we have a
against
Christian
Allah
Yazidis,
for
we
any
have
prophet.
Christian Kaldanis, we have a Christian.
You have that freedom.
Oh,
No
Thing
one
is,
else.
thing is a Kurd as well.
We are all
Ali Dawa.
That freedom. Are you not listening?
Katie's just tweeted.
I respect the Kurds, man. I'll tell you that now. You've got a good fight.
No,
Can we get back to the expose?
about the ISIS. Come on help us to fight them.
Can we get back to the
I got 3.5 million. actually.
Still they emerging. And we
Against
have
your
to
friend
fight them
Mohammed
with
Tawhid.
Oh, they're still about. I think they were destroyed
Yeah,
most
we
of them.
day by day we fight them.
What do you reckon about
You know,
that?
Like
dig them
cockroaches.
out and they come back. And they come out and the West and the America, they don't support us.
So freedom of speech does not exist in any society for that matter. If you want to judge freedom of speech like that,
Blasphemy laws.
we do.
Anymore, thank goodness. No, we don't. We banished them years ago.
We do.
We grew up and realised they were
Define-
medieval.
How do you define blasphemy laws? Let's have a conversation. It's a very important conversation. Yeah. Let's.
You spoke out if you criticize God, whether it's Christianity or Allah.
So you limit blasphemy laws to God, and it can't be political. Okay.
No,
what
obviously,
about, what
that's
about
not blasphemy.
It's not blasphemy then if it's a
Not
political.
very bright, is it?
What about
Blasphemy is against a religion.
Okay, blasphemy is.
God.
No, that's not.
And the Rashid,
You don't
I
even-
think you're
you
losing
don't even
today.
understand the
What is
word.
treason? Hold on. What is treason? That's not blasphemy.
Oh my God. You're not going to use a treason argument, are you?
Blasphemy.
No, it's not. It's like a dictionary.
Treason.
Get the word blasphemy.
Did you know there were certain terrorists? Okay. Did you know? Firstly,
Queen isn't a religion.
wait.
The monarchy isn't.
Let me explain what I mean by that. Right?
Here's to something.
Did you know Britain killed apostates without trial?
How long
Recently.
ago?
When?
David Cameron.
Oh my God, David Cameron. That was bloody 10 years ago.
Like Google David Cameron.
Someone Google apostates murdered by David Cameron.
David Cameron ordered the execution of ISIS terrorists. in
Oh, big up to
Syria.
David Cameron. Yeah, big up, big up. Well done for that.
Now,
Well done for that.
now
Well
that
done for
they were terrorists.
That's
No,
not
it is
blasphemy.
political blasphemy. They were
Oh
killed.
my
Stop trying to conflate politics and blasphemy.
No. Why do you separate them? It's about freedom of choice, right? It's about freedom of choice. Those guys.
Punishing somebody for a crime.
This is going very bad for Adnan Rashid today. Not gonna lie.
Listen, you're heckling.
I can heckle as much as I want.
For an hour.
I'm in speaker's corner. You cannot stop me. Ban me if you want to do it, but I can heckle and I can talk all day.
sacred things.
Go.
Sacred things. Sacred.
Yeah, you're not stopping me.
You missed that part.
Yeah, I'm going to say to this camera, why are you associating with Abu Qasim for 2 years and he's now convicted terrorist?
I'm done.
I got a statue of you in my house. That's why I'm obsessed with you. I polish your bald swat every morning.
Let's take his
Just
example.
go and get a life.
No.
Get a life for yourself.
No.
Get a life for yourself.
No.
Steve,
You admit you did wrong and maybe, just maybe,
kids, take them around. You know, I have a family, I take my kids around.
What are you doing here, though?
It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday.
You're wasting.
take it to Winter Wonderland for God's sakes.
That's why your son's going off the road.
Look, what's behind you? Take them there instead of standing here having your beastie done for 2 hours.
Yeah, it's on the boat.
2010.
Oh, right.
What happened
So was
there?
he off the rails then?
This is why I argued with him. That's why I argued with him. I crushed him on that. I checkmated him on that. Yeah.
You knew exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Don't make it personal.
No, do you know how much personal he got? He's calling me a paedophile for God's sakes, and I can't work with kids.
Dude,
that's
Will-
how personal he gets.
Right, let us
Adnan,
carry on then.
a big
Right,
speak to
right,
the
let us
ladies.
carry on.
There you go.
They're distracting on purpose.
I know you're a decent man.
No, I'm not decent.
But at least
I am a grade A prick,
people want to learn on
and I will make sure that everybody knows it.
I thought it was CLI.
Yeah.
Right, let me address this point. So you made
Yeah, sorry. You can't use that argument that I'm decent because I'm truly
because
I'm
they're
not.
ISIS terrorists. Because they're ISIS terrorists, people say, okay, so what? Well done, good riddance, right? Okay, no problem with that. I'm
He
saying,
tried to use a charm
do
maneuver.
terrorists
Oh, you're a lovely
have the
man.
right
Stop
to be on
heckling.
trial? Do they have the right to get a fair trial?
If somebody is engaged in a conflict,
Yeah.
if you're engaged in war,
Yeah.
then you understand. If you're a soldier, and if you're fighting for, if you're a soldier for ISIS or you're a soldier for the British Army, you understand that in those circumstances, one of you may get killed without trial.
Fair point.
You know that
Fair
that's going
point.
to happen.
Fair point.
And also, in
That's
the
a fair
example,
point.
in the example of ISIS, you've got these guys, they're actively engaging in war, and then you've got British troops that are actively engaging in a counter-war against them.
Yes.
So I think that the two of those, perhaps it's a slightly
Okay.
different situation.
That's a very good point.
It is accepted in
I
warfare.
accept that.
And I think in Islam as well, what is it? Slay the non-believers
very good point.
wherever you may find them. You understand that
No, in Islam, in Islam, no,
Yeah, but you understand
Now,
that in warfare,
no.
there's an understanding between the two.
Okay, how old are you?
28.
You clearly haven't read enough about Islam. When it says in the Quran, slay the disbelievers wherever you find them. Okay, okay.
Specific moment.
Which war? Which war?
specific
What
war.
is the war? So you need to read about it before you start making these claims in public, right? It was talking about a specific war,
brother.
specific conflict. Okay.
The point is, in Islam, it advocates for if you're engaged in war,
They
you
generalize
kill
it.
the other side. That was my point.
Yeah, in war you don't tickle toes, right? You don't exchange.
But you thought the Islamic conquest of India was done with flowers
Now,
and hugs.
Shut up, man.
Yeah, shut up. No, I need to say that. He believes that Islamic conquest of India was with hugs and flowers.
okay.
And now he's saying, oh, you can't tickle your toes in
A
war.
liberal state like Britain,
God's
what is
sakes.
it doing in the Middle East in the first place? How is Britain threatened by the Middle Easterns or people who live in those countries?
Why were the Turks in India?
A liberal state like Britain.
Yeah, you need to ask that question.
You know ISIS.
Yeah,
ISIS
it
was
works
made
that
by
way as well. They
Britain.
conquered India, the Islamic conquest for 800 years.
Working to produce terrorists. So don't blame Islam for ISIS. Thank you. Thank you. Shake hands on that. Thank you. So it's the British foreign policy, the American foreign policy that created ISIS and people like these.
All right, you want me to join? You want me to start heckling you? Don't point at me. Or I'll derail your conversation if you start pointing at me.
You're invented by America.
Yeah, I'm invented by, I'm not the new bionic man or something. Yeah. Who invented me? Am I a real person or a figment of your imagination now? Who invented me? I'm invented by CIA. Why do you say agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or the FBI or Sculder and Mulder and Scully?
Listen,
We invented.
We agree that liberal governments are the biggest, potentially the biggest proponents or the biggest instigators of terrorism around the world. They are the biggest. The biggest. You see the biggest acts of terror in recent history. Where have they taken place? Mostly in the Muslim world. And the biggest victims are Muslims. The biggest victims are Muslims.
Barcelona.
To invasions. to unwanted, unwarranted invasions, illegal invasions by global international rules. Okay, sorry. The United Nations was against the Iraq War. Okay, Tony Blair took the entire country, and Corbyn was talking about putting Tony Blair on a war crime tribunal.
I was 12 years old.
So before we talk,
Why don't they go back to David Cameron killing 80 people, blasphemers? I want to know about that story.
Worthy discussion on what's causing all this terrorism.
Yeah, let him know.
So this Islamophobia is completely
What about the
misplaced.
kafara
Okay.
Yeah, kuffar-phobia. Even though we run things though, but it's still a phobia. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, things. Yeah, kuffars. Us kuffar we run things.
No, it's propaganda. It is propaganda. It's people like this.
Oh, you keep pointing to me. You said I'm a figment of your
haven't received
made up.
You haven't received
I'm an
the
invention.
Paid newspapers.
When's the check? When's the
Adnan Rashid, it's a bad day for you today. Just concede defeat.
Paid prostitutes.
Paid Katie Hopkins.
Paid Katie Hopkins. Yes.
Katie Hopkins, make sure you come to the park. Have a chat with Adnan Rashid.
Made money out of it. She lost her house out of it.
Because she's a fool. She's a fool.
She's not a fool. Just because she criticized
Tommy Robinson has made money. He's got three.
So he's not a
three
fool.
He's also selling his house. He's also selling his house.
Well, where did he get his house from?
He built it.
No, my friend. No. Wait. He was convicted for drug. He had drug charges against him. He was a drug dealer, well known in that region. I mean, he was convicted of that. So how is
Bilal
my uncle?
drug
Is Anjan
dealer?
Chaudhry my uncle? Yeah. Good riddance. Good riddance to both of them. Anjan Chaudhry and Tommy Robinson, your darlings, both of them. Good riddance. Okay.
What's worse, somebody who's convicted for terrorism and encouraging 12-year-olds to make IEDs or a drug dealer. I don't know, I think one's a little bit worse.
You cannot rationalize something you don't know.
Rationalize a theory of Islam.
How? How? You don't know about it. So next week you.
100%. I'm going to rationalize. I'm going to rationalize.
No heckling allowed
Stop
here,
heckling.
Adnan.
Enough.
No heckling.
Okay. Stop heckling.
Yeah, Suzele later. Go on, Suzele
I
later.
ain't stopping. I ain't stopping. I'm gonna carry on doing the good work I'm doing, bringing humanity together.
And lying.
Mutual respect.
And lying and doing tequila 24/7.
I am going on.
He's a tequila specialist. He trains in tequila. He's doing courses on tequila. He's a wannabe Shia. That's what I've heard. Shias in disguise, like Transformers. He loves tequila. He's trying to bring tequila to Sunni Islam.
Hold rally to struggle for Islamic State. And who's on the bill?
Oh,
who's
no.
sitting at the table? But Mr.
when?
Adnan Rashid.
Oh my God.
A conference run by UK Islamists rallying to struggle for the Islamic State. UK Islamists.
When was
I
that?
tell you all of their names.
Where's the picture?
Haitham Al.
Oh, Haitham Al-Haddad! Your Ustad!
Adnan Rashid.
Haitham Al-Haddad is your Ustad!
Haji Mustafa. Abdurrahim Green.
I've heard of that.
Nozam Beg.
Oh my God.
These are
Oh my
find a
God.
website that says that about me.
So it's clear now.
Right, that shows me in a conference
Because we cannot have
on a platform rallying for ISIS.
Hey, man.
Show me.
Do you wanna
Show me. Show where I'm on a platform like this.
Is he on there?
UK Islamists hold rally to struggle for ISIS.
They just
UK Islamists holding a rally for the struggle for ISIS. And who's sitting on the panel? This gentleman here. They don't like the fact
We are exercising our free speech of talking and asking questions from the crowd. It is something that we can do legally.
What is it about Luton and Islamists?
The point is, it's not about engaging, it's about me saying
They
it.
held this conference
It
at the
doesn't
very
matter
same time.
if Adnan Rashid is listening or engaging.
He's attention
I
whores,
want
bro.
everyone to see the reality.
Learn to speak.
Oh, Akkal! This guy's got no Akkal.
Criticise Islamists and they call you a white supremacist.
Oh, we're
There
haters.
you go. criticised Islam.
Oh, run, devil man, run, devil man. Run, devil man, run, devil man. Run, devil man, run, devil man. Let's go back to the camera. Let's go. Hold on 1 minute. Hold on, I've got to just finish up something.
Islamists, and they call you.
Okay, so you cannot make...
You know what, Anwar? No one's ever broken it down to me the way you have. Okay? And then what happened? He went in court, back to court again, back to the police station, whatever he was doing. So in private, I'm advising him. I'm telling him, come away from your errors. He acknowledged them, and Shamsi was there when we spoke to him here. In private, we spoke to him for over an hour, and he acknowledged he came back. What happens is, in private with us, he's saying, yeah, you're right. In public, he's going out and doing the same thing. So he's like, no.
I think we're talking about two separate people.
No.
I'm talking about Abu Qasim.
We're gonna get to this. So now, when we saw that there's no benefit in speaking to him, alhamdulillah, Brother Shamsi, and I stood with Brother Shamsi from day one, that he spoke out. And
I know, you done well.
It's the right thing.
I'm not criticising you guys.
As for Mansour and the brothers Hashim and the brothers Adnan, we're not.
And Ali Dawa?
Hang on, to be fair, all of them. To be fair.
They're criticising you on
No, I don't care.
Yeah. He's lying about
it. Doesn't matter. That's not. Yeah, I won't lie against him. Who won't lie against him?
And if he's been oppressed, we defend him.
Yeah. So when they, to be fair, to give them credit, they did speak against him. They hate us. There's enmity between us.
Are you Spubs?
Hang on, I'm Spubs. Yeah.
So just clarify what Spubs is, because a lot of
there's some people we don't see eye to put it this way. We don't see eye to eye on many issues.
Political more than religious.
No,
Yes.
Oh, religious.
Some more than others, okay? But we have our differences. But to be fair, they spoke out. Now, we were very vocal, and our teachers have been very vocal since the 90s, okay? Now, I'll be fair. With regards to Mansour, he was never opposed to what we done. And he said, you have lifted the burden from us. Why was Shamsi able to go and discuss these issues? Because their problems are theological problems, meaning you need to know your texts. Because when they quote a text, they have some misconceived idea of a verse in the Quran or a hadith.
Yeah, I get that.
So we need to know how to address these things. Alhamdulillah, Shamsi, mashallah, is able to address them. So
Not the best.
in general, the main ones that are known, well known. So he was able to do that. Mansour. What's Mansour's field? MashaAllah, he sticks with Christianity and so on and so forth. So he said, and this has been his position from day one, that if you guys are able to do it, you've lifted the blame from us as Muslims.
I get what you're saying.
Okay. So to be fair, there were some people which I disagree with, and it's not Mansour, it's not Hashim, it's not Adnan, it's not even Ali, and it's not even others. There were some people that saying, oh, you Muslims should stick together, you can't wash your dirty laundry in public, and this was clearly wrong. But this was never Mansour's
Yeah, but
position.
why is Ali Dawa just put a tweet out saying that Paul Williams and Spubs are siding with enemies of Islam? I've got the Twitter with me. So why is he saying that when you are condemning actual real extremists?
That's a good question.
And they're saying you're traitors? That makes me look at them sideways.
No, hear me.
You get what I'm saying?
No, hear me. That's a good thing you have raised up. Okay, that's a good thing you have raised up, because it's true. That man, look, when I stood with brother Paul, I mentioned that I don't agree with everything he says, understand? But the issue when he exposed that guy openly, even if Tommy Robinson comes to us and he said, Tommy Robinson is a liar, evil man, come to us, he said, you have extremists here. So one of you as a Muslim, you should not let him be here. Then I said, you're right here. Anyone go, and guess what you're saying is bad, not because you're Tommy, even though I hate you for the sake of Allah, you're a liar, but because you said is the truth. Understand? Now Ali Dawah, this man, look, because you just said something against him, we defend him.
Read that.
No, I've read it. I've read it. Let me finish my point. We defend him. Why? Because alhamdulillah, we fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ali Dawah, as I mentioned, yes, he never agreed with he himself after when I did it. Him and Muhammad Jordanian, they went and confronted, yes. But yes, he lied. This man lied and guessed.
So have you attacked Muslim brothers in the past?
But it's still. Hear me out. Let me finish. Still, because he's a Muslim. If someone tries to oppress him, I will defend. Not just a Muslim, any Muslim or non-Muslims. If someone's been oppressed, it's open. If I'm able to defend him, But the point here is, this man is a liar. He lied against me, but you as well, you double standard too.
I'm double standard.
No,
I
no,
agree.
but watch this.
But let me explain something. Lovely, I've not said anything. I've not said anything. Yeah.
Clarifying, last point. I don't speak too much.
Yeah.
I do, please. So now, if we spoke out and you in front of us, you're pleased that we spoke out.
Yeah.
Okay. And where's the other guy, Steve? The atheist Steve.
Yeah, he's over there.
Yeah. Okay. In a live stream,
He's a demon. He doesn't believe in God.
no,
Don't worry
forget
about
that.
it.
Forget that.
He's lost.
Yeah, of course. But,
Sorry, Steve.
But he knows. He's fully aware that Muslims do speak out.
Yeah, and he's praised you, though.
No, he hasn't.
Oh, he hasn't? All
He
right.
hasn't.
Well,
He's
I've
praised
heard him say.
No. To be fair, he's praised us in one place.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, there was a live stream with him and some other guy.
Yeah.
I think it's Richard Inman or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
In a pub.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
what did he
disagree
say?
with that. Yeah,
What did
I
he say?
told her.
Nobody spoke out.
Yeah,
now our teachers have been vocal. Before you even heard of Anjan Chowdhury, our teachers were refuting in the 90s. Before Bin Laden was even known in the West, our teachers were refuting them in the 90s.
Yeah.
So to say that there's no Muslim voice when you've tweeted just the other day that Muslims praise these Muslims who did speak out, referring to Shamsi and Paul, then this is double standard. Now we have a clear conscience, inshallah. May Allah accept it from us. I can clearly say that what the likes of ISIS and Al Qaeda are wrong based upon religious grounds. We hate what they do, like you hate what they do, but we hate it more. Why? Because you hate it on a human level. They cause harm. We hate it on a human level and a religious level because our religion has been distorted.
And also,
No.
Well, let me respond because we
I'm gonna mention the last thing. Now I can say clearly that what ISIS are doing, what Al Qaeda are doing, and their heads and their figureheads, and those who accommodate them, they may not even hold their position, but accommodate them. I even get at them too, the Ikhwan Muslimin and their likes. Okay, that are not as extreme as them, but they hold this idea of accommodation, not washing your door. You can accommodate, you can associate, and so on and so forth. I'm clear of that. But now I'm also in the same breath. I can say, imagine this, Raj. I go to Southall. I live down the road.
Oh, you live in Southall?
Yeah.
Oh,
I go down to Southall, and I come on camera and I say, look behind you, all of these houses there. These are enemy combatants.
That was wrong.
Hang on, is
I
that
condemned him for that.
You condemned who?
Tommy Robinson.
And is this extreme?
He made a bad mistake on
that. Is this
that.
extreme?
It is extreme, and he made a bad mistake.
Then we're on the same page.
He made a bad mistake. It was a dangerous thing to say, and I've said it. You shouldn't have said it.
No.
I've said it like 50,000 times.
This is extremism.
I've said to Tommy Robinson supporters as well.
Because we know that the one who went into New Zealand was affected by EDO and the guy who done the Finsbury Park, he was affected by this rhetoric.
First of all, hold on, I need to.
Go on.
I don't support Tommy Robinson on everything. There are things he has said and done that are quite inflammatory. One of them is 100% when he went to that area and he said you got enemy combatants, because somebody could have went to those houses and done something. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
The problem I have with this situation is that people could call me hypocrite. Okay, I agree. I'm quite hypocritical in some of the stuff I'm doing. But what I find quite strange is that you have individuals like yourselves as spubs. I don't know exactly what spub means, but you guys are like, I've seen you without kind of prompting, saying things to people that are disrespecting your religion and making Muslims look bad and actually endangering Muslim lives more than actually other people's, and including Paul. But what I find strange is other people now saying you're enemies. Now I'm going to read out Ali Dawa's tweet, because when I read that, I was like, I couldn't believe this guy was reading it. So he writes here on December the 22nd, Paul Williams, who has criticised Islam and worked with enemies of Islam against Muslim brothers in a park, has joined forces with guess who? Probably me. The cult members of Spubs who attacked Muslim brothers in a park. Brilliant video. Now the video that I clicked on is one of the worst character assassinations of all of you.
On that channel, I know on that channel, I'm going to mention his name.
Yeah.
But on that channel, he's a person who tried to attack me physically,
Yeah.
okay? Because he's now in the park. Outside the park, if someone tries to attack me, see what different history, okay?
Let me finish. I'm nearly done.
Wait.
I got 1 second.
I'm not saying that I like to fight and everything. I'll try my best, even outside. But that person, he's not swear openly. Okay, that person, well, I told that person, I know him on that channel. I said, if you want to buy donkeys and you tell me buy that donkey, I will not take you serious, because he's nothing. I don't want to mention his name. I know him very well. When it is needed, I will bring everything about him. But this guy is nothing. So let me finish. That tweet, Ali is drama guy. Okay, without any doubt. Now, Rush. The week after, or the same week, who came and said to you, who's defending Mansour? Was I not defending Mansour?
Yeah, you was.
I was defending Mansour. I was defending Hashim.
Yeah.
I defended Adnan, Rashid. When I defend some Muslims, I agree with everything they say. No. I'm saying if my Muslim brother has been oppressed in front of me, as Imam Albani mentioned, you have to defend him because he's still a Muslim brother, regardless.
He's the brother.
And it doesn't mean that we agree with the rest.
No, I know.
Hear me out. So this man is a liar. The owner of that channel is a liar because those guys, Ali needs da'wah. He was not defending and coming to you or going to the Soko film and defending Mansour and Hashim. I was doing that last week and the week before. After we tried to utilize Brother Spool's article in the wrong way, I said no. Listen, make it clear he's not a terrorist and Mansour does speak against terrorism. So don't try to lie against Mansour. But yet, he has no shyness in front of Allah's creation and in front of Allah to lie against me. But I will leave him, let the dog bark.
Alright, so let me look. When it comes to Mansour, I'm going to be straight with you. When it comes to Mansour, Hashim and Adnan Rashid, I will do whatever I need to do. Yeah, I'm not talking about physical, but I'm not going to be stopped by people on public pressure. If I feel like they need to answer questions, I'll ask it. They don't need to listen.
But you know,
you can confront me and say don't do it, but I'll make my own decision. I don't listen to the public. I'll listen to my own what I believe is right and wrong.
Everything is Raj.
One minute. So when it comes to this situation, yeah, look, people like Ali Dawa is supposed to be one of the main guys. Writing this tweet to me,
the main guy to be
is one of the worst kind of like is one of the worst what I call disrespect to Muslims.
What's that? Say that again.
Ali Dawa's tweet.
Yeah.
Because the problem is that Paul Williams and yourselves have openly condemned. I don't agree with your ideology. I'm going to say that. I don't agree with a lot of things you agree, and you don't agree with me.
That's it.
But I'm going to say that when it comes to consistency, at least you guys have gone up and gone to these really dangerous people and said, look, you are not part of our faith and you are a deviant or an extremist sect.
And I came to you on a confrontation.
Yeah, and you confronted me. The problem with Ali Dawa is that he's burying his head in the sand, and when people are doing his job on his behalf, because he should be doing it as well, he's now criticizing. He's now criticizing me and other people for associating with Paul. But they ostracized Paul. They demonized Paul and they pushed him to the side, so they had to come to us. We didn't go to Paul because Paul was part of the Dawah team. For 1 year, I didn't see him on any Dawah channels, and now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Oh, calm down. Have a tissue and try those. Wipe those tears away. Wipe the tears away. Wipe the tears away. So basically,
No, he said. Wait, he came late.
He's always crying.
Even I believe that no one with a sound reason will support Tommy Robinson, except if Tommy Robinson. One thing, if you say, I'm with Tommy Robinson when he says we have to go after the extremists, okay? But Tommy Robinson himself is extremist, so we have to go after him too.
After him.
All right.
We're consistent.
We go
after them and we go after both of them.
So we don't keep going around in circles.
So I'm a hypocrite. I say we are siding with Islam. Alhamdulillah, I confront.
What's hypocrite in Arabic? I'm a munafiq. Good. Let's move on now.
That's it.
I'm a munafiq, whatever that means. I agree. So, but what I want to say, what I want to say is this year is that, look, oh you have a Kapar as well. Big up the Kapars. Do you know who this is? The famous. Do you know who this is?
Anyway, I don't know.
No, you're gonna when you find out who this is.
I don't know, it's a serious matter. What I say to you, look.
Yeah.
It's a serious matter. I want to mention something about last week as well. Why not last week? I was very angry. Very angry. Yeah. When I saw Steve, you, Bob, and other guys ganging against one sister.
Who was a sister?
Last week about the issue of apostasy in Islam. Okay, and why I was surprised, no one turned to Bob. He said, "Hold a minute, Bob." But in your Bible, it tells you to kill apostate.
Oh, that lady. Okay, all right.
When she was a Muslim, everyone against her, and we know the Islamic enemy haters. They will unite against Islam, even they hate one another. Understand? So me, I will confront you and confront anyone who I believe is good against Islam.
But can I explain? I was not there for 70% of the conversation. I actually walked off. No, I was at the beginning, and they started it, and he was very. Hold on, he was very respectful in the beginning. I don't know how the conversation went at the end. In the beginning.
You know? Okay, let me ask you. Where is the moon?
What?
Where is the moon?
The moon?
Yeah.
Who is the moon?
No, where is the moon?
Oh yeah, it's probably up there in space somewhere.
No, it's in Bob's eye.
Oh no. Oh Bob. Anyway. All right.
What
That's
we're
okay.
saying
Yeah.
is that we want to be consistent.
I know, but please,
No,
everybody.
Raj, let me
Yeah.
Raj, I'll be honest with you. My mum has got EDO scraped in her house.
All right.
Her door's been kicked off. Her,
Oh my God, all right.
Her window's been smashed.
All right.
Yeah, I'm from an
That's
area
terrible, man.
where there's a lot of EDO people. They know me. Yeah. I grew up with a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, my mum, if you saw my mum, you wouldn't even think she's Muslim. Okay. Now imagine the Muslim sisters that are walking, that are being harmed by this, that feel this.
Yeah.
Okay. So these things that you say do have an effect. When Tommy Robinson gets up dressed as a rabbi don't think what to say. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When Tommy Robinson gets up dressed as a rabbi in Tower Hamlets and said if there's one more attack in the UK, then Muslims up and down the country would feel the brunt of it because we have members up and down the country. That's dog whistle.
Yeah. No.
Yeah? So,
I agree with you. There are certain things he said that are beyond the pale.
No. Last point. Now you said that I don't agree with everything that he says.
Yeah.
But I do agree with some things.
Yeah.
Imagine if Mansour said that about Abu Qasim.
I would still say when it comes to Abu Qasim, yeah, the relationship between them was a personal relationship.
I don't think so.
First of all, I'm gonna say something, yeah. You lot see Mansour as some innocent young boy.
No.
Mansour, you're not innocent.
Mansour, from what I know,
1 minute, let me explain the story about Mansour.
What do you know about Mansour? You don't know Mansour.
Let me explain about
Bro,
Mansour.
you don't know Mansour. What do you know about
Let
Mansour?
me explain about Mansour. Let me
Don't speak about Mansour.
explain. Let me explain. I will talk about Mansour. And let me tell you about Mansour, this lovely young man. When I first met Mansour, he came over to me and was calling people hate preachers and radicals and extremists. This geezer is not some nice little innocent young man. I apologize. We'll move on, but I will be confronting them.
Bro, you don't. I know Mansour for a long time. Okay, you don't know nothing about Mansour. Understand? So don't try to give a bad name to Brother Mansour. Understand? You have to stop that. Because I'm here trying to defend the brother. Because I know.
You can defend him, but I will do what I need to do.
I know.
But you're a
Prove me wrong.
That's the fact.
Understand?
Prove me wrong. You're gonna have to prove me wrong.
Are you aware that Mansour was happy with what we done when we spoke against him? He praised it and he encouraged us.
Well, look.
Are you aware of that?
Yeah, maybe you did, but his actions here and his negligence need to be answered for.
Mansour has said that his field is Muslim-Christian dialogue. That's his field.
Oh, this guy's always cry. He's another crybaby, man.
Mansour has said, I'm going
One
to leave
here
it.
and one there. God, I'll give you some tissues. Nah, just bullying me. Oh my God.
Take care of yourself, yeah? That's the best.